Hi, my name is Mark Richards. Welcome to Richards FM Volume 11. As our title suggests, there's been another 10 of these, so I'm doing another one just for the hell of it. So, the music I feature in these playlists is on a Spotify playlist, which I'll put in the description below, a link even in the description below. There's the link to this playlist, and there's a link to the big playlist where all of the songs that I feature in my videos goes in. The big, friendly, quality playlist for you to enjoy. So, this week I've got 12 tracks, so let's crack on, or even get cracked on, whichever you prefer. So we're going to start off with Buck Cherry. Buck Cherry have got a new single out, so we're starting in rocking form, proper opening riff, proper vibe, proper heavy rock attitude. I do like a bit of heavy rock, bit of, in spite of the t-shirt, I do like some heavy rock, and it's just fantastic, a really good return single. First album they've had out in a couple of years. It's the 9th studio album, which is coming out on June the 25th. So there's something to look forward to there called Hellbound. So Hot is the title of the song, and it's really good. I really like it. And because I like that so much, I put a bit more hard rock in this week's playlist. It's a bit more than I normally have. So you'll just have to bear with me. The second band that I put in is Junkyard, LA hard rock band I first seen supporting the Almighty at Rock City too many years ago, far too many years ago, but they were really good. Drunk as oat, but put on a really good show, proper attitude, and I went out and bought the first album somewhere. I did buy it on vinyl, I've still got it on vinyl, but that's the first Junkyard album, self-titled, really good still, if you can find it to listen to it. I'm not sure whether it's on Spotify or not, it might be. And the follow-up, 6s, 7s, 9s, was also quality. But the song I've put in here is Faded from the last album, High Water, which came out in 2017. If you see them on Facebook, they are gearing up to get some new music out, which is really exciting. I do like some new Junkyard. They keep chucking new bits and bobs of music out here and there, and it's just quality, good, bluesy, hard rock, LA-based sort of rock. It's just great. It's great. And the last in a trilogy of hard rock songs this week comes from LA Guns. You will have heard about LA Guns, I would have thought, if you're into the hard rock genre. There are two versions of them now. The original band kind of split into two and went their own ways and kept the same name. So one is fronted by Steve Riley, and one is the other is fronted by Tracy Guns, and Phil Lewis was the original singer. But the version I've got here is the Steve Riley version. They released a new album last year called Renegades, which is really good. It's a proper like hard rock. The two versions of LA Guns have a slightly different style. The Tracy Guns and Phil Lewis version seems to be a bit more experimental in their stuff. The Steve Riley version is a lot more straight to the point, a lot more hard rock, in your face, simple, basic, good quality hard rock. And I like both. I'm not going to start splitting up between the two. The song I've put on is Crawl, so from Renegades, really good opening song to it. Really good attitude, really good big hooks to it, which is the same as all the stuff that I like. I like a good hook. And yes, I think you should check that out. And if you can go to my playlist, you can do. Easy as that. Simples. So yeah, your three hard rock starters off there. So that's quality. Right, what shall we do next? We shall do the Hold Steady next. I'd heard a lot about the Hold Steady over the years, just reading stuff and watching stuff and that, and I'd not really gotten into them or paid that much attention until I bought this last year, which was their first album. Hold Steady almost killed me. When I first listened to it, it wasn't what I was expecting at all. If you don't know anything about the Hold Steady, they do a full. They're a good hard rock band, but not in the same vein as the three that we've had previous. They do their own sort of stick, and they've got a spoken word lead singer. He delivers his stuff in a proper spoken word way. Really clever lyrics, really well thought out, clever, intense lyrics that deserve to be listened to. And you don't even have to try that hard because the way it's delivered, it's just really, really easy to get into. The new album called Open Door Policy, which only came out a couple of weeks ago, I think, or maybe 3 weeks ago, is called Open Door Policy. I've put the song Heavy Covenant on it. It's quite an accessible album for what it sounds like. The music has come on quite a lot since the first album. They've sort of grown and evolved and just become a lot more of a steady unit, I think. And they've had quite a few albums out This one's the 8th. Apparently, the open door policy is the 8th. And it's really good. I had it on earlier, and I really, really like it. So I would recommend listening to Heavy Covenant. So that's a good start for that, and it may get you into the rest of it. I really like it. It's different. It is just something different in the rock genre. So all good. So if you've seen my video before, I have put a Gary Newman track in before, and now I'm putting a new one in. I think I put Intruder in, which was the lead single from his new forthcoming album, and this is the 4th of the singles released from that album. It's called Now and Forever, and it is really good. It's really good. The new album is called Intruder, which is out on May the 21st. So again, something to look forward to there. And Gary Newman is having some sort of renaissance at the minute. His first album, Savage Songs from a Broken World, that one really surprised me. My wife got me into that, actually. When My Name Is Ruin, she heard My Name Is Ruin on YouTube. I said, listen to that. So I listened to it and I loved it. In fact, I might have to put My Name Is Ruin in there at some point as well, because it's such a good, spitting all over my laptop. It's such a good song. Cracking album, proper atmosphere to it. That's the thing I think what Gary Newman is doing. He's got a whole industrial, electronic, still rock, just massive different from what you'd expect from a Gary Newman album to sound like. And I'm so looking forward to the new one. If you've not heard that, check this out. This is a quality album. My Name Is Ruin, like I say, from that album is good. Also, this new song, Now and Forever, is just a proper good continuation of this sound and the genre that he's doing at the minute. So yes, check that out and then look forward to the new album, because I know I am. Wonderful stuff. Right, so next we have something a bit different. So I included a Dreadzone track in the other week called American Dread. And Dreadzone are a London-based band, but they're also like a sound system. They do remix and stuff, and they've remixed for, oh God, so many different people, from the Ruts to Girls Aloud to Garbage to Skunk Anansie to Bob Marley to everybody you can think of. Really, they've done remixes for, and they've just released this week a new remix album. I think it's only on Spotify, to be fair, and it's really good. I had it on the other day. It swaps between the dubby sort of things to like drum and bass, dubstep, the whole gamut of what Dreadzone do. But what I've put on is Echo Beach by Martha and the Muffins. They've done a remix of that, which is just bob on. A lot of the stuff on the album, it's a 2-hour album, and I had it on all day, and it was just fantastic. Really worth a listen. If you're sort of vaguely interested in a bit of dub, learning where to get a bit of dub, it's a good start. I think that's a good place to go for. This Echo Beach remix is just fantastic. Check that out. I'll put that on because it's a well-known song. You should know Echo Beach, so you get an idea for where they're going with the album, and it's just good fun, is what it is. Excuse me, it's just great fun. So yes, check that out if you like that. I've mentioned Greg Dredd's Facebook Live thing that he does on Thursdays and Sundays again before. Check that out. He plays Echo Beach quite a bit, and plus of all the bits and bobs and remixes they've done on their own stuff. So that's always worth a bounce. So check that out. Next we have Sleaf and Mods. So Sleaf and Mods are a 2-man group from Nottingham, which is just up the road from me. Some of the stuff's okay. A lot of it's better than okay, and some of it's a bit like okay. I'm not sure about that. But Sleaf and Mods BHS is a song I've put on here. I've taken the version on here from All That Glue, which was the best of, which is probably a good place to start. But originally it is from English Tapas, which came out in 2017. That's just a great song. They're a 2-man band. One guy mans a laptop, and the other guy sings and raps and talks and just does stuff. They're just completely off their heads, absolutely off their heads, as you would expect coming from Nottingham, and I mean that with the greatest respect. Nottingham, I do. It's a great place. Sleaf and Mods BHS, absolutely bonkers. Check that out and then watch the video, because the video is also completely bonkers. Do it. Fantastic. So that's that. The next song is by the Stone Roses, All for One, which was the second to last single, but also the first single in 20 years when they released it in 2016. I first heard this when I went to York for a couple of days, and I was in a second-hand shop in York, and it was on. They were playing it. And I goes, what the hell's this? It's the Stone Roses. I didn't have a clue what it was or who it was. And it's the Stone Roses. I just fell in love with it immediately. And it's just such a classic song. It's become a bit of an anthem for me and my mates as well. It's kind of our theme tune, so it means a lot as well. And it's just an absolute banging tune. Proper lead guitar break off from the start. Really good atmosphere, really good vibe. Just positive, bouncy, Brit-poppy banger. Fantastic. Gotta listen to that one. If you haven't heard that one, or if you haven't listened to the Stone Roses before, which I'm sure you have, but the Stone Roses just bang on. So check that one out. So the next song is by someone a bit left field for me, Florence and the Machine, from Ceremonials, which I actually bought yesterday while I was pootling about. It's actually a really good album. This is a lot more laid back and esoteric than Lungs, and I've not listened to the other two, to be fair, that she's had out, but I'm quite liking this. So yeah, good stuff. So a good album. The track I've put on is called What the Water Gave Me, which is a proper slow burner. And when I actually first listened to this, I was on honeymoon in Edinburgh, and I was up one night and the wife was asleep, so I went and sat and listened to this while I was awake and having a cup of tea, and it's a really good album. And What the Water Gave Me just hit the spot. It's like the standout track from it, I think, in my mind. Slow builds up into a proper banger of a tune, proper really good atmosphere, really good song, and I just like it. What the Water Gave Me. I'm sure you've heard of Florence and the Machine. I'm not chucking anything new at you this time. Not with that one. And also, you would have heard of Foals. What have I done with that? That's over there. Foals, British indie rock band, 6 albums into the career, and they just get better and better. I do like a bit of Foals. I like the way they're esoteric and they're eclectic in the way that they approach the music, and it's all still got a recognisable Foals sound to them. These 2 albums, this one, part 1, Everything Not Saved Will Be Lost. I don't know why I didn't get both out, but there you go. I'll do that now. Parts 1 and parts 2. These are really good albums to check out. Really in-depth, really good quality albums to check out. 10 tracks piece. So if you have something a bit different, something to challenge yourself maybe even a little bit, try this out. I've put the track Exits from part 1, which is that one, part 2, part 1. Let's get that in the right thing. So yeah, check out Exits. It's nearly 6 minutes long, but it is it's got big hooks through it, and it's got good lyrics, and it's got good delivery by the singer, and it's just fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. But eclectic, which is what it's all about. The next song is by another artist I've had in before, Baby Bird, Stephen Jones, etc. This is Baby Bird's first major label album proper. Stephen Jones had recorded 6, I think, or 5 or 6 debut sort of lo-fi demo albums previous to this, and he compiled some of those. I've got a couple of them over here actually. So there's 2 of them. There's another 3 or 4. But yes, these are really strange and really demo-y formed, but actually really good. But I would recommend probably not getting them if you're a casual Baby Bird listener, and doing some more of the proper albums. So this was the first studio album proper, compiled from tracks on these albums that I've mentioned before. The track I put on is one of the singles called Good Night, which I absolutely love. This is a bit of a mixed bag of an album. Again, it's eclectic. Sometimes it's a bit all over the place. Sometimes it's a bit self-indulgent. But in other places, it's just absolutely fantastic. And this has got Your Goddess on it, obviously, which you've heard, and Candy Girl, and Corner Shop. But it's also got Atomic Soda, and Dead Bird Sings, and 45 and Fat, and Good Night. It's just absolutely fantastic, bonkers, Baby Bird stuff. So listen to Good Night, and I really hope you enjoy that, because that is such a good tune. Such a good tune. So the last track this week is by Patti Smith, and it's my cover of the week. Patti Smith is a singer, songwriter, poet, writer, artist, just basically punk goddess, if you like. She just gets everywhere, and she is just proper full of attitude still now. I don't even know how old she is, but she's definitely of an age where it matters, and it's great. So she had a compilation album out called 12 in 2007, which was her covers album. So, if you don't know anything about, I mean, you should have heard Patti Smith, Because the Night. It's a standout song, is one that probably most people will know. And that's the song that she co-wrote with Bruce Springsteen, and he gave to her because it was better for her than him. And it's just, yeah, that's a good tune. But I've done the cover version of Smells Like Teen Spirit, Nirvana's Smells Like Teen Spirit. And I'll put the full-length version on rather than the radio edit because it is just an epic. It just completely takes a well-known, absolute classic song and completely turns it on its head and adds some Patti Smith poetry to it halfway through, which is just bonkers. And I absolutely love it. I think you should check that out as well because it's just, yeah, it's just a fantastic song. So, yeah, that's your 12 songs for this week. A proper mixed bag again, because I do like throwing mixed bags and curveballs at you. There are a few anniversary albums out at the minute, which I've come to realise. So one of which is the Rolling Stones' Sticky Fingers. So this is 50 years old, believe it or not, and it's still a cracking album. I might have to put a track on some of these anniversary albums in, I think, at some point, but that is a banger. And also, my dodgy ripped copy of The Doors' LA Woman is also 50 years old. Absolutely the best Doors album, or my favourite. Anyway, they're all good, to be fair. But LA Woman is just absolutely fantastic. It's got Riders on the Storm on it. Love her madly. Been down so long, which I just love. Riders on the Storm, like I say. LA Woman, cracking album. So check both of those out. And there are lots of other anniversary albums. It's even 15 years since Rage Against the Machine's Evil Empire, believe it or not. That makes me feel a tad old. If the Doors doesn't, what can you do? So yeah, there you go. That's your 12 songs for this week. I hope you like them. I shall put links and all sorts of gubbins in the description below. So I hope you like them. Take care. All the best.